Today I'm meeting Vihaan, the man behind copy at Atomik Growth. His emails have closed us over $300,000 of contract value, or around 2.5 crores. And in the next 3 months, it's probably going to double. Ever since joining us as the copywriter, he's helped our agency double in size to over $50,000 in MRR, and he is now the CEO. And guess what? He just dropped out of third year of law school from Christ University. Let's go and check it out. Nice to meet you, man.
Always.
Seeing you after how many years remote? That's insane.
11 months.
You're taller than I thought.
Atomik?
You're 7'2", right? I'm like 6'1", just context.
For the ladies, yes. I'm 7'2".
6'2" or something.
I'm like 6'3".
Yeah, shit. You look ready for golf.
Always.
Let's fucking go then.
The veil is back, flow bananas here, peel this back, and what you
Next
find
Wednesday, we're potentially in talks to close, 22 grand every month. So that will change the trajectory
Of life.
in general.
Yeah.
And we have a sales call tomorrow with the Top 5 Tech podcast.
Oh my god, dude. That one, I am so excited for that. I'm gonna absolutely sell her. You think you would get into IC first try?
No,
Why?
not yet. Depends on the exit size.
Yeah, the exit. After the exit. First try. You gotta be optimistic. I would say I would.
I think for you, because you make content,
Maybe.
it adds significantly more, because the whole creator-led brands right now is huge, especially even in the early stage, which is crazy, right?
Yeah.
These VCs are expecting so much.
To be honest, we'd go together.
Yeah.
Very fucking hell.
I don't wanna die for them to miss me. Yes, I see the things that they wishing on me.
Dude, you don't drink at all.
Yeah.
A very, very important client call day before yesterday with a billionaire. So here's the thing, okay? We had 3 back-to-back calls that day, and I bullshitted my way through the first 2. And I sort of got away with it. So I got cocky. And on the third call with this billionaire,
You thought the bullshit him. You thought the billionaire founder is a venture capitalist.
and I tried to bullshit him, and he's like, no. He literally said that.
Anytime Vihaan was speaking, his face was going like, this kid, who does he think he is?
And by the way, this is someone who ran a $13 billion fintech. I did not get away with it.
What was life like before Atomik?
Uninspiring.
Because how does a 19, 18-year-old work at a company of?
So before that, I had an internship at India's largest private AMC. It initially started with during COVID, I audited a couple of courses on financial management and all of this on Coursera and edX. Super corporate.
Do that?
Huh?
Do you recommend others to do that?
Yeah. And also because you can get financial aid for it, right? I've literally done all these courses, which would, if I had to pay for it, it would cost upwards of 2 lakhs. Every opportunity that I've had in my life has been by writing a good email, right? I wrote an email to get the Coursera certificates. After the Coursera certificates, I wrote another email to get the angel investing internships. Then to work at a bank, I wrote another email. Then to work for a family office, I wrote another email. And to get out of the family office, I wrote an email to you.
Yeah. And when did you start? This is a lot of experience, right? And normally when someone has so much experience under a certain amount of time, it's a huge red flag anyways. So they don't stick to one thing. What's making you stick here?
One is the niche we work in, right? Because it's been on my mind that, hey, I need to have my own venture fund someday.
Yeah.
So it aligns well. And
Do you still want that?
not really anymore. But a part of me is still like, okay, these are good people to network with. And my learning curve, how do I say this without sounding cocky? Every place where I work, I felt like, dude, fuck, I'm not learning anything here. I'm sort of know-it-all, right? And that's not good for your ego. Because if you're a know-it-all in college, in the day, and when you're working through the night, you're a know-it-all. It screws with your ego.
For this life I cannot change. In the hills, deep off in the main. M&M's, sweet like candy.
What advice would you give for aspiring copywriters?
A lot of my best writing is loosely paraphrased from legends like Nathaniel Popper, who's the head journalist for the New York Times.
So you basically find idols in a way.
Yeah.
You like their copy a lot.
Yeah.
They've succeeded with their copy in XYZ
Yeah.
fields.
Yeah.
And now how can I write in a way that represents them?
Yeah, I mean, it does take practice, right?
Yeah.
So, for example, rather than starting from a very broad niche, like instead of starting about state of venture in 2025, I would pick a very niche thing in venture, say, for example, the 2 and 20 model that venture funds have, right? Is it ethical? Is it skewed against LPs? Is it skewed too heavily towards GPs? It's a debate, right?
And apart from the venture world, because we're in venture for a little too
Yeah.
much, right? Apart from that, what would you think are other niches that people could succeed in with copywriting?
Most people want to do UGC writing, but are trying to get really good at writing blogs. That's not lucrative, right? If you can write really good Facebook ad copy, then yeah, you should be writing copy for UGC ads, right? If you want to write in health tech or healthcare, right? Blogs go a long way, newsletters go a long way, right? Research papers go a long way. I know people who are writing academic papers for like 4 academic papers a month for healthcare research journals and making 7-8 grand a month.
And I
What's the
think
worst that happens?
another thing with copywriting is people don't take enough shots. And
They don't want to.
It's
They're too
like
scared.
it's like, you know how quickly we think of an idea, write an email to articulate our idea and then send.
Yeah.
That time itself, people take way too long. They would have
100%.
great ideas, or they want to think about a person they want to reach out to, and they want to pitch them something, or they
Yeah.
want to ask them for something. Maybe even a chat where they're not trying to sell them something, just to get to know about a certain industry. And the problem is that they think about it too much.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what exactly do I say? They even write the email a bit in their head, but they never put it down on paper,
Exactly.
and then they don't click on send. Keep your arms straight. Your elbows shouldn't bend. No, you're using your wrist.
Yeah.
Don't use your wrist. Not your wrist.
It's already 2 points.
Can't fuck that up. Right? Right, Vihaan? Can't fuck it up, right? Right?
Put it up.
Okay.
Okay.
What is the biggest yes you've ever had to one of your emails? Like the biggest win you had through copywriting? Whether that's, you know, a huge contract or a personal win, like getting into some place. Closing.
Yeah. We approached a podcast which did an episode with Mark Zuckerberg. They were hot. And I think out of all the podcasts we've ever spoken to, they had their shit sorted out the
Yeah.
most. Like I literally remember us booking the call and then we were like,
What do we do for them?
Arthur was like, there's no way we can help them, right? Like, we don't know what we're doing either. And then for some reason, it worked out. It took 3 months to close, like 2.5 months.
And how much did you close?
9.5 grand every month.
What is the fine line between copywriting that is good and taps into good psychology versus manipulation and borderline deceiving someone? Have you ever done that?
I think it also depends on the format, right? If you write Google ad copy, like sometimes we create Google ads which are, I won't say deceiving,
We are
but they're
upfront about it,
clickbaity,
right? We're upfront
right?
about
Yeah,
it.
exactly. They are clickbaity, but it's the sort of thing of like, okay, do I not do it? Do we not want to continue getting paid 10 grand a month?
Our clients, right, the two things, and we tell them all the time, 2 things make a good podcast.
Great conversations and great guests.
How do you get great guests without views? You try to amp up the views to a realistic number, so if organically, a podcast episode with an okay guest doesn't get a lot of views, you give it a bit of an inorganic push using Google Ads so that it looks like, okay, yeah, even this person got a decent amount of views, so it's worth it for higher profile or better guests to appear on the podcast. When the better guests appear, you organically get more views anyway.
Now you said go there and you go that side.
I know that I'm
Fuck no, bro.
Fuck no. Go back. I got 2 twin blocks, turn you to a dancer. I see 2 twin eyes, leaving them on a banner. And I got 2 thick thighs, wanna link the gang.
Those people who have like $1 billion exit at 40 and then we're just playing golf every day.
I started from the bottom.
Might be a bit philosophical.
Yes.
What did you have to kill inside yourself to become who you are today? Example being that fat kid, right? What else, man?
Self-limiting beliefs.
Like?
I didn't think I could drop out of law school. I didn't think
Talk about that.
I thought the absolute best I would be able to do is go be a consultant at McKinsey. I told you this.
Yeah. But tell me more about what did it take for you to drop out?
I think a part of it was like, okay, dude, I'm still working a job. If I get fired, what am I gonna do? And then it's funny, but the day I decided to drop out was the day I had the first recording with. And in that episode, when we were not rolling, he was speaking about conviction and how it's so much easier to have conviction now than it was in his days. And I was like, dude, I'm kind of doing okay in life, and if I don't back myself, who will?
Good.
Had to put it in my papers next day.
And then why did you believe earlier that you couldn't earlier? Like, what was stopping? Just because you were working a job?
Yeah.
Right? What happens if that's gone?
Yeah. I think a part of it was also because of Atomik scale and size. That time I was like, okay, yeah, we're not too. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Bro, it's been built in a way that it's cute against you. There's no way that's allowed, bro. There's no fucking way that's allowed. Okay.
Pretty sure we're not playing by any rules anyway.
Bro, how, bro?
My man can send emails. I'm not sure about golf balls. This might not be our thing. I'm surprisingly fine at this. I have patience. Hit mine.
Mood, that's what it was. 2016, we was running around, beat niggas up in the club. I know she around for the money, but act like she loyal, I don't for the love. I'm so rich, get bored, might wake up, buy me a watch.
Dil Tzatziki.
Dil Tzatziki.
That's good. That's good. It's like one of the best sauces I've had, like without,
About 12 tubs of these.
Yes. And they're almost already done. Nothing as good as home cooked food with some dal.
Dil Tzatziki.
Dil Tzatziki.
I'm probably screwing up the pronunciation as well. If you're looking to sponsor someone.
Yeah, man. To be honest, I hate why people accept sponsorships. Because people are paying you to monetize your audience. Why don't you just do it yourself and earn 10 times more? Today's been a long day.
It has.
Tell me about something personal you overcome, your greatest challenge.
I think when I was 7 or 8, I was diagnosed with a life-threatening condition, which is a very specialized case of sinus. It happens to one person out of every 3 million a year or something.
That's rare.
Yeah. And at the same time, my parents were getting separated. It was a difficult time for 7-year-old Vihaan, I think. Yeah, that was hard because with it also brought the obesity, which it also brought with it being
Character arc.
Yeah.
Mandatory.
Living in Kolkata also mandatory. It also brought with it, I think, 13 years of being on steroids ever since. So, not been easy, but we play the cards.
I'm glad you're here. You're here today.
Yeah, I am.
Thank you for being here. Quickly, I want to address to the camera. If there's any obese kid from Kolkata who is now no longer obese and has ran a theme page, hit us up.
Immediate hire.
We both ran theme pages.
Both fat, both Kolkata.
Amman as well. Insane.
Pattern recognition, folks.
Do you think those events have shaped you today? How so?
100%. Because life puts you down, right? And you're like, no shit. It's my story. Fuck it. This is not the life I'm gonna live. Life punches you around a fair bit, right? Growing up. And then you just get tired of not being able to punch back.
Vihaan, what is the difference between working for a company or running one?
Your day-to-day is different in terms of the velocity of problems you have to face. So, when I'm an employee, right, or like I have been, Vihaan's problems are limited to Vihaan's problems and what Vihaan has to get done today. But when you're scaling a company, everyone's problems become your problems. You're the end-all, be-all for everyone, right? You'll figure it out.
That is it. We're probably now going to hang back. We just had a sales call. We got to email the prospect. And yeah, it's been a good day with Vihaan. We're going to keep working. And how much MRR are we at?
77K.
What do we start at?
When I came in?
Yeah, no. Right now? This month.
Yeah. 52.
And when you came?
20K.
And my mom, I'm sorry. 50 dub, I even got it tatted on me. 81, they'll bring the crashers to the party. And you know me.